Friday. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your sunny forecast for today. Quite a bit different than yesterday. We had a showery Thursday. Temperatures only a few degrees warmer than yesterday, but certainly not going to see the showers that we had yesterday. The winds shifting to more of a westerly wind, so we got that dry subsidence dominating our weather really for the plains today. So we're getting that dry air settling in, and that is going to give us pretty quiet weather over the plains today, and certainly for the mountains as well. In fact, we're looking at a very calm start to your weekend, and we've got some very warm temperatures across the weekend as well. As we take a live look out over Lookout Mountain and Golden, it is beautiful. We have gotten blue skies and started the day off with some clouds, but we are sunny and dry this afternoon, and that tops our weather headlines for today. We are also going to be warmer this weekend with temperatures in the 70s. So we're going to top out in the mid-60s today. That is normal for this time of the year, but this weekend we're looking at highs in the 70s. So a good 10 to 12 degrees warmer than normal. And we are tracking a bigger storm moving in late Sunday for the mountains and Monday across the plains. We are looking at a super soaker of a storm. This storm is going to bring in a lot of moisture in the form of snow up in the mountains and rain down at the lower elevations. As for today, though, we're looking mostly sunny, a pretty calm and quiet and pretty seasonal day with temperatures in the mid-60s for highs, winds out of the west-southwest 5 to 15 miles per hour. So 60s across the board across the plains. Up in the high country, temperatures mainly in the 40s and 50s for this afternoon. And radar, we're quiet. We don't have much going on with that high pressure in place. We have a ridge of high pressure centered over the Rockies, and that is steering any type of storm activity for the most part out of our area. Looking at our future cast, really just dealing with a few clouds. That's it for today. We've got those dry westerly winds, and that is keeping us, again, quiet across the plains, and we're not seeing any moisture moving in over the high country either. So this is a 4 o'clock. Again, seeing a little bit of cloud coverage across the eastern plains. That is it when it comes to moisture for today. We're looking mainly dry tomorrow as well. We do have a chance tomorrow for some mountain showers. We'll talk about that in just a second. Mostly clear tonight for the Denver metro area, and a bit cool, but not too bad. We're going to drop down to about 41 degrees overnight. Tomorrow, another day full of sunshine as we start off your weekend with highs reaching 77 degrees. That's your forecast high for the metro area. Again, that is a good 12 degrees above normal for this time of the year. And we're going to look at 70s across the board, although possibly some 80s down across the southeast corner of the state. Your forecast high for Lamar, 80 degrees. And up in the mountains, we're looking at 50s and 60s for tomorrow. Okay, here is our weather pattern. And you can see what's heading out, what's coming in, and what's coming in on Monday. So we have this ridge of high pressure that is moving in over the weekend, and that is going to be over Colorado tomorrow. That'll shift to the east. We have this area of low pressure you can see to the south and west of Colorado. It's an area of low pressure. It is a deep trough. That is a deep trough. You can see just how low that kind of U-shaped configuration goes. You notice the dark green circle where the L is, that's the low pressure. That's the symbol for low pressure. Circulating, you can see in a counterclockwise motion. You can see it's cut off from the jet stream, so it really doesn't have the pull, the speed of the jet stream tracking it to the east. So it's going to be slow moving, and because it's slow moving, it's going to plant itself right there across the four corners Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, and as it sits there, it is going to pull moisture from the Gulf, and it is going to rotate in that counterclockwise motion. That moisture into Colorado. So again, slow moving. That means 3 days of being just fed this moisture. That's a lot of rain. We're talking about a soaker of a storm. That's why we call that. Also, temperatures are going to drop. We have a cold front moving through, so we're talking about snow in the mountains on starting on Monday into Tuesday. You can see there widespread Tuesday night into Wednesday. We're looking at widespread snow and possibly some snow falling down along the Palmer Divide, along I-25 as well. So again, Tuesday, we're expecting widespread heavy snow in the high country, likely snow in the foothills as well, and some snow down at the lower elevations. Palmer Divide, likely going to see some flakes as well. Not expecting a lot of impacts along the I-25 corridor just because it's going to have been too warm. We're going to be still in the 70s tomorrow. So. But again, widespread snow up in the high country, and that could impact travel certainly up in the mountains. This is Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, things start to settle down, and that storm system, that area of low pressure, finally moves out. So we are calling next Monday through Wednesday, really Monday and Tuesday, potential weather impact days because of this strong, slow-moving storm. We're talking about heavy Denver rain. I don't think there'll be a flooding potential. Of course, you know, some of the usual spots where we see flooding will likely see some standing water and whatnot. It's important to clear out those drains for sure. But I don't think we'll see any serious flooding at this point. Of course, we'll keep tracking this storm. So again, heavy rains for the metro area, anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches of rain. Strong storms also across the eastern plains, especially on Monday. We get that daytime heating as temperatures climb, a little bit of sunshine. And we get that system moving in. That's going to create an unstable atmosphere, so we could see strong to severe storms likely pop up across the eastern plains on Monday. So again, as a result, we are calling for those days to be potential weather impact days. But until then, let's talk about this weekend. We'll get back to today. Lots of sunshine, 66. So that is pretty typical for this time of the year. And then we warm up on Saturday. Mild, 77. We do have a chance for some showers, but only in the mountains for tomorrow. On Sunday, we're looking warm again, sunny skies, about a 20% chance we'll see an afternoon shower or storm down across the plains. And then on Monday, we have that strong storm system moving in, this moisture-packed storm system moving in, and that is going to bring us scattered showers and possibly a thunderstorm again, as I talked about, because of the heating. Temperatures warming into the mid-60s, not quite the 70s as we initially thought, but still going to be warm. We're coming off of 76 on Sunday, so a potential impact on Monday with some scattered storms, 65, and then we have that cold front moving through. That's really going to drop those temperatures. That's when we're going to see the snow, heavy snow up in the high country on Tuesday. Rain down at the lower elevations, and also some snow down in the foothills as well. So snow in the mountains, snow in the foothills, and possibly even some snow at the Palmer Divide. So again, we'll keep tracking that. That's why we're calling that a potential impact day. Not expecting much travel impact along I-25, but certainly travel impact up in the high country and possibly the foothills. On Wednesday, some lingering showers and storms. We do start to warm up. We're back to about 56 on Wednesday, and mild, 68. So back to a little bit warmer than normal on Thursday. That is a quick look at your weather. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Stay tuned to 9 News Plus and the 9 News family of networks. We will keep you posted on this strong storm making its way toward Colorado on Monday. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.